I just woke up from a bad dream, and I can't feel a thing. My house of glass caught fire. Does anything last forever? My dream became my nightmare. Would I do it again, knowing how it ends?
I'm also writing Look Away, which talks about like a relationship being like a natural disaster that you can't control, that you can't stop, but you just are looking at it. A friend of mine told me a story the night before I wrote this song about a movie that he was filming, and him and the whole crew were like driving in like a snowstorm and lost signal with the helicopters and stuff that were guiding them, telling them what to do. And like they all almost went straight off of a cliff.
Jeez.
And I don't even remember. I think the only way that they, like, all their lives were saved was because one of the helicopters went past them, went down, and then flew up in front of them so that they would stop. And that story, like, hit me so hard and so visually that the next day, mixed with everything I was going through, like, that's the song that I wrote. And that's where the lyric, straight for the edge, almost the end, didn't know what to say, but I couldn't look away.
Yeah.
That's where that came from.
That's
You and I did the original demo together, start to finish, and then we sent it off, all the stems off to Mike Pappas. He kind of brought it to where it is now. The whole song is about, like, I think at that time, I was really feeling, I had been married for like 4 years, I think at that point maybe, and I just remember when we had gotten together, everyone was like, well, you know, you don't want to rush it. What are you going to do if you don't have money? What are you going to do for work? Like, you can't just live off love. But at the time, I was like, hell yeah, I can. What do you mean? I don't need to have a plan.
Love is all I need.
Exactly. And then at that time, though, I was really feeling that. Like, all of those things were, like, coming back to me. And I was like, when did this happen? When did everything that everybody said, when did that get in our heads? How did we manifest this now, like, it's too hard? We're too young. It was too rushed. Like, that whole thing.
Genius.
And that was still, like, some weird, like, foresight to what would happen, because I was in that situation for another 1.5 years. But I knew, I was like, this is too hard to work it out. When we got to the end of that song, I never, like, recorded in this way, but it was your, like, process, or your idea, was to just, like, loop the outro, and you just had me ad-lib.
Yeah.
And I did a ton of takes over and over and over.
Like a roundabout.
And then we just, like, played all of them at once, and then picked, like, what the layers would kind of be.
You get, like, those moments that way, I feel like.
It's also the space, too, like, letting a song breathe. You're really good at that, too. And that, like, the way that Work It Out, like, the hook and Work It Out is literally just, when did this get too hard to work it out? Space. Hard to work it out. Ah. Space. Hard to work it out. It's like nesting.
Right.
But you don't have to fill all the...
Yeah, sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
Most cases, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Too young, too rushed, too broke as fuck, too dumb, too crazy in love to understand. That's what they said. When did we get that in our heads? When did this get too hard to work it out? Too hard to work it out. Too hard to work it out. Too hard to work it out. Give up, go home, please don't lose hope. Falling out of love, falling apart. I know it looks bad, that's what they said. Don't lose your head. When did this get too hard to work it out? Too hard to work it out. Too hard to work it out. Too hard to work it out. Help me understand. Hold me if you can. I know that you're upset, but when did this get too hard to work it out? Too hard to work it out. Too hard to work it out. Too hard to work it out. When did this get too hard? I just wanna work this out with you. When did this get too hard? I just wanna work this out with you.
The idea was just comparing a relationship to, like, the inside of a house that's kind of falling apart. And that's why it's like, I said we would fall, but you couldn't fix this. It's like a house that's about to fall apart. And you're trying to just, like, it's all good. Let's just put wallpaper over
trying to
this.
blind
Let's
us
put
with-
paint over this. We didn't dig way too deep into that, but that was the foundation of the song.
There's a lot that it takes to realize, like, we're just better separate, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff that has to happen before you come to that realization, you know?
I feel like it's easier said than done too, because once you get to that moment, it's like, that's that hard truth, you know? you guys don't want to admit it, but it's like, ultimately, you know that's the better option. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The scary truth of that.
The scary truth. Man, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
We went digging for pearls, like some fairy tale dreamers, here to conquer the world. But things ain't what they seem, no. Sometimes people say things to help erase the pain. Well, I said I loved you, but that didn't help you. I know we're better on our own. And I hate myself 'cause I know I'm scared of the dark. And you could never be alone. Tear down these walls, infested with issues. I said we would fall, but you couldn't fix it, 'cause you never listen to anything I say. You never listen, and I couldn't fix it. I know we're better on our own. And I hate myself 'cause I know I'm scared of the dark. And you could never be alone. Never be alone. I should've never let you go. Never be alone. We went digging for pearls, like some fairy tale dreamers, here to conquer the world. But things ain't what they seem, no. Sometimes people say things to help erase the pain. Well, I said I loved you, but that didn't help me. I know we're better on our own. And I hate myself 'cause I know I'm scared of the dark. And you could never be. I know we're better on our own. And I hate myself 'cause I know I'm scared of the dark. And you could never be alone.
That point of identifying the maybe I should be sadder, maybe I should be madder, like why am I not, like how am I able to eat right now? I feel like I shouldn't. I am sleeping, I feel like I shouldn't be, like something's off, I should be like debilitated.
Why am I able to go out and have a good time with all these other people?
I should not be having fun.
I should be depressed and laying in bed and like not eating. Like you said, it's just.
And then you're like, is this gonna like come up eventually?
It's gonna come up eventually. Yeah. I mean, this song is so relatable in so many ways. I do have a question. Like, did you write all of those lyrics, or did you have an idea for like what you wanted this verse to be, and like it just kind of came in this like.
That bridge section did come really quickly, and it was a collaborative effort between the three of us. But I remember personally, like that part of the song, I had a lot to say. And it is, there's not really a lot of space in it. And I remember like everyone being like, maybe we should take some of it out. And I was like, literally no. I was like, no, I will find places to breathe. Like all of this needs to be in here, and it has to just keep going, because it's like the just outpouring of like everything. And yeah, that's like an intense bridge. I get emotional still sometimes. Singing it.
It's so relatable. It's just like the amount of life that you went through with this person, and like the dreams that you had with this person, and like you poured every ounce of yourself into this person, right?
A lot of people, we do this.
That's just, and then like
it's just over at some point.
Yeah.
It's like you're frozen in time. Like all the things you thought, like we're gonna grow old together, we're gonna have kids together, like this is what our future is gonna be.
Yeah.
And then it's like over, and you didn't see that coming. Like happens all the time, and it's such a crazy, like never growing old, like leaving our story untold.
It feels like it shouldn't. It makes sense, like but it does. It really, that happens all the time, and I feel like it's just unfair.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
It's absolutely beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful, and I was so excited to be a part of it. I will always be on board and one of your biggest fans, obviously.
Yeah, me too. Bitch.
Yeah. Don't ever tell anyone I did that.
Did what? Is that what you did? Canceled.
Canceled, yeah.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. Okay, well then we can cancel together.
Lover, I could have told you sooner. Things weren't getting better, but we can't pretend forever. Summer should have been different for us. Couldn't replay our love, but that summer I learned to run. Oh, maybe
I actually started writing this song because of a friendship, not my relationship. What? We were having a fallout and I felt like I was being left in the dark. But then I only wrote 2 lines with that concept. At your house by the pool with my ukulele. I remember it. I remember it exactly. And then I was thinking about like, what are like some of the deepest like feelings you could have from like breaking up with somebody, seeing them in public, or like because they're friends with some of your friends or like mutual friends and like running into them, or like what if you're talking and you're having a great day and you're talking in a group of people and like their name gets brought up, and like how would that feel? And I just like this pit in my stomach, and I was just like really empathizing with like that whole thing. And I was thinking back to like some of my kind of exes or like crushes that, you know, they didn't really like me back, or like whatever the thing was, because I just always get so obsessive over like.
So you just channeled it all.
Yeah. So I just tried to channel it all, which is just crazy that this song is on this album in this context, because that's not necessarily what I was thinking about at all when I wrote it. But I was just thinking about the pain of being without the one person. I just remember having like a really clear vision of what I wanted this song to sound like.
I remember production-wise on that tip, I just remember holy vocal. We had a vocal orchestra on that song. At least 100 vocals.
Yeah.
Hands down, like not even exaggerating. Between the lead vocals and then doubling those and then doubling the backgrounds, and then I just remember the session being like.
That was the first song we ever did where it was like so many vocals. We just kept going. You were amazing at like, I would do some of the oohs and then you would like hear some other note that I would never have thought to go to in the chord. You were really good at explaining what you wanted from me. That was such a fun experience making that song.
It was like your voice was the whole instrument. We literally turned your voice into like the piano, the pad, the harmonies.
Yeah.
It is a pretty good record, in my opinion. I love that record. Every time I hear it, like whether you're playing it live or on the actual song, I'm just like, wow.
Don't leave me in the dark, don't let me fall apart. Is that too hard? You told me to move on, but I can't let this one go. I know that I am the only one responsible. I know that I am the only one feeling down. But baby, every time you come around, my chest gets tight, my throat goes dry, and there's water in my eyes. So don't leave me in the dark, don't let me fall apart. Is that too hard? Whoa. You told me to move on, but I can't let this one go. I know that I am holding on to another lie. I know that I need to let it go and start over. But baby, every time I hear your name, I get choked up, my stomach hurts, and I try to smile through it. So don't leave me in the dark, don't let me fall apart. Is that too hard? Whoa. You told me to move on, but I can't let this one go. So don't leave me in the dark, don't let me fall apart. Is that too hard? Whoa. You told me to I'm the one, but I can't let this one go. But you left me in the dark, and I'm falling apart. You broke my heart. I swear I tried to move on, but I can't let this one go.
I actually wrote it from a place of like kind of starting to try to date people again after everything, and I didn't know how. I didn't really want to, but I didn't want to be like totally alone. I didn't know how to do that either. And so the song really stemmed from a place of like talking to somebody that I was maybe interested in, but I didn't want to fully be like, you're my boyfriend, we're dating, I trust you completely, I know who I am in order to be with you. It was like way too much. But I'm like, I don't want to talk about it again. Like, can you just hold my hand? Like, I don't want to fully do this with you, but I also don't want to be like, see ya. I just want to keep it in this very surface level, like, you're who I call every day. Like, it was such a weird space that took a long time for me to like get over that. And so that's kind of what the end is really, that's where the inspiration came from for me. That's what I was going through when I wrote that song.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I just wanna float away, sink into your Milky Way, drive right off the edge of something I used to know. Sing to me, write a book, show me things I never knew, but keep me far away from falling for you. 'Cause I just woke up from a bad dream, and I can feel a thing. I don't wanna talk about it again. Every story has to have an end. The truth is, I would be so sad knowing you were on the planet and not with me. The truth is, I would do it again, knowing how it ends.